Hello everyone, in this video we shall learn about the properties of liquid state. In our previous video we learned about the properties of solid state. Now let's take a look at the liquid state. The second state of matter is liquid state. The water we drink is a liquid. In liquids, the particles of matters are close, but they are not as close as in solids. So, the spaces between the particles in liquids are little more than in solids, but still they are very close. Moreover, the interparticle forces of attraction are comparatively less than solids. So, particles of liquid do not have a fixed place. They can move from one place to another within the liquid. As these particles move a lot, so the kinetic energy associated with it is also large. Thus, we term liquids as fluids. So, what are fluids? Fluids are basically materials that can flow easily and require a container or vessel to store it, like the milk. If we do not keep it in a container, it will flow, that is, get spilled over. Now, based on these points, we have defined the following characteristics of liquid state. Point 1. Liquids do not have a fixed shape, as the cohesive forces of attraction are not strong enough to hold them in a particular position. For example, if we put water in a jug, it takes the shape of the jug. If we put it in a bottle, it takes the shape of the bottle. And if we put it in a cup, it takes the shape of the cup. Point 2. Liquids have fixed volume, as at particular temperature and pressure, the interparticle spaces are fixed. The spaces between the particles will not vary if we do not heat or compress them. Let us take a very common example. If we take 1 liter water bottle and empty it in a jar, the water now takes the shape of the jar, but its volume still remains 1 liter. Point 3. Liquids cannot be compressed much, as the particles are already close and not much free space is left between the particles. But they are certainly more compressible than the solids. Point 4. Liquids have high density as they are closely packed, so their mass per unit volume, that is density, is high, but comparatively less than solids. Point 5. Liquids do not fill a container completely, as the particles are held by fairly strong intraparticle forces of attraction and hence cannot leave the body of the liquid. For example, if you fill half of a glass by water, then the particles of water will not fly or will not go to fill the whole glass of water. Instead, the other half of the glass will be filled by air. Last point, that is point 6. Liquid flows easily, that is, they exhibit fluid behavior, as the particles are able to slide over one another, even if they can't leave the body of the liquid due to interparticle forces of attraction. Just try to keep some water in your palm. Will you be able to keep all the water that is poured on your palm without any of it spilling? Well, I guess you cannot. Now I have a home task for you. You have to find various forms of liquid matter around us and try to relate the above properties to it. You can also find the notes of today's class in the link given below. So thank you. See you in the next class.